What's up, everybody? Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. I'm tackling things a little bit different today. A lot of people had actually been talking to me about doing more research and stuff, so I decided to take this from a different angle and cut out some of the just derping around and overall chaosness in order of, well, order. So I'm not going to be doing as much. You can already see the episode's a little bit shorter. I'm kind of just going to be giving a quick breakdown of each thing, so we're going to go at it that way and see how that goes. Alright, so the first one up is the Cyclops Mk II. This is done by Darkbinder. I believe we've actually had this one before. I think I did the Mark I. I'm not entirely positive. I may not have. But looks really cool. A lot of detail work done, as you can see. There's a lot of little grates and things like that to give it just that extra bit of flair. Got the bigger thrusters. I believe those are the azimuth variant thrusters, where they took the air vent model and basically made them into thrusters, which is pretty cool. This one actually has some decent weapons on it. It's got some of the turrets from like the mech mods and stuff like that. And there's also an adjustable, I think they're VTOL thrusters that we can see a little bit later in the video. There's also this part right here, which you can see has a lot of different little pipes and doodads, and I love that spinning little fan. And things like that. There's a lot of detail work that I just love. This is the entryway. Good use of the ramp. I love that ramp mod. That's becoming a new thing for these Corvette-sized builds. We have rooms off to the right and left there. These are your bunk rooms, and then we've got some not crew quarters, but living space, and moving up into the bridge with the co-pilot and all that good stuff. Love all the panels. All the panels are really cool. Alright, so here we've got the co-pilot seats from a little bit of a different angle coming in this way. You can see the kind of seating area where you're gonna plan your stuff. I don't know what you'd be planning. You might need a space to plan. Otherwise, how will you plan? And then coming out of this, going into the left room, well, left from the entrance, right from coming from the bridge. You got your first aid kit vent there, and your locker rooms and all that stuff. I'm not entirely sure what the mag locks here were supposed to be, but I guess it's just decorative work, which is really cool. The other way, oh, there's a first aid kit over there too. My bad. So this is your bathrooms and showers and stuff like that. Someone really had to get out of the shower and just blew right through the door right there. I'm kidding. That's one of those goof-ups that happens a lot. So you can see all the gyroscopes there on your right. This is coming through from the ramps. Got a nice little view out the back. And then you have a view of the landing gears, which is pretty cool. And this was just a quick thing to show off how they use the ramp, which I thought was cool. This is also a demonstration of the turrets, the thrusters that can be adjusted through the hotbar and group control and stuff like that. I originally thought you could retract them. As you can see here, I went ahead and showed that there are pistons here with mag locks and stuff, but there's also these bumpers. I think that's from the bumper mod that hold it in place, so I guess you can't actually retract it. I thought you could, which would have been an interesting little feature, though I don't really know if it would be that useful, so it's all good. Alright, so next up we have the Dark Water Station. Now it's important to point out this is a work in progress. Very, very important. If you go through here, expect it to be a little bigger bonesy. Really cool idea, though. It's like a modular station with different sections kind of wedged into an asteroid, which is really neat. Originally I thought these things hanging from the bottom were all connectors. It turns out they're actually oxygen farms. So a lot of air, which is good, though. I mean, those don't produce a ton, so in reality it would need that much. And the mod maker is also not mod maker, map builder, bleh, which is Baron von Biscuit. Said that it's supposed to be survival ready when the build is complete. You got this really cool art design though, and some of these glary, shiny panels are actually solar panels from the DT mod, which is a really creative use of solar panels. But I love this like architecture going on of all these like curves and floaty objects, and I love this. This is one of my favorite parts. I know. It's the walkways. There's this pyramid diamond thing shape on the end of all the walkways and railways type of thing, which is really, really cool. I never saw that before, and it's a really neat idea. A lot of glass work and a lot of free suspended architecture, which is really cool. I love it. Down this hallway, there was a really cool shot which I kind of goofed up a little bit and backed up too far trying to get too much of the window right there. But overall, love that view. It's a really, really cool view. And at this part is where I started to realize this is either from a mod that broke and is no longer in the map, and so some blocks have disappeared, or it harkens back to it being a work in progress and this part has not been completed yet. That remains to be seen. But keep that in mind if you end up downloading the mod, or the map, bleh, or keeping an eye on it or something like that. Just keep that in mind. I got a very Deep Roads feeling, for those of you Dragon Age fans out there, from some of the tunnel sections. It felt very like the Deep Roads type of area, but this is a really long, I'm presuming it's an elevator shaft or a mine shaft, but it kind of goes off into no man's land, so I ended up moving on from there. I also noticed this section, there's these floating modules, which I'm assuming are sentry turret type things. Again, I absolutely love the use of solar panels as an art form, in that it fits perfectly into the architecture style, while also providing a power source. And this is some of the inner workings of the sentry pods. There's another one right there, and another one over on that asteroid too. And if you hadn't figured out already, these bottom fins are also solar panels. So heavy, heavy solar panels. And this is actually coming up here. One of my favorite parts is this hallway. I love this hallway. Could not get any cooler in my opinion. I even stopped there to take in the view. Really, really cool. Love the art style. Really, really neat. So yeah, it is a little barren. It is on the list of things to do to furnish it with modded furniture and stuff like that. And then it also has this little fighter out on one of the pads, which is really cool. I like the design of that too. Overall, just really cool design, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing it in the finished product, and I'll probably end up showcasing it again. Alright, so the last one for this episode is the HMS Frostflower by Impending Zombie Apocalypse. I hope I got that right. So the idea here was it was based off of the Hunger Game aircraft, which apparently, according to the description, kind of took a turn for the creative and kind of became a little bit more of its own design. But it's designed to be a bomber, which is an interesting thing, as you'll see in a minute how it's set up to do. I particularly just love the design. I love the curve fin wing things on the back and the empty hole in the center. I think that's a really, really unique type of build, and I haven't really seen many ships with that kind of design. So I thought it was really cool. The lights do make me think of the Hunger Games, how they would like land and hover and stuff like that, and you'd see all the lights coming down overhead. Right up in here is the reloadable rocket bays, which is actually why I said the bombing was interesting, is that's basically the doubling as a bomber. Instead of actually being some kind of welder projector bomb system, it's actually just pointed down missiles, which is, it's interesting. That's a cool idea. which can be run from that front cockpit, as you'll see right now. You have a camera view, and then you can fire the missiles. And then the lights and other flight controls are actually controlled by the second cockpit up on the top right here. And the third one on the back side has not been allocated for anything, so you could set that up to be whatever you wanted, really. And I wanted to test out the maneuverability, which was surprisingly limber, but I just saw so many thrusters on it, I had to try it, so I'm flying off. Goodbye, everyone. So I think I'm going to end the episode here on that note. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, especially regarding the new style. If you prefer it to be a longer episode, complete with more derpiness, or if you like the more condensed, stripped down showcasing of each ship type of thing and doing some post-commentary stuff to kind of explain what's going on. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comments about all of that. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.